kind of a brilliant segue. We will get into War Within. I did want to ask about 10.2.6 because that was such a thing on Twitter.
Yeah,
it was a crazy beginning of the year with the teasing and everything like that. Obviously, do you feel like the secret patch and keeping it a secret and all that kind of stuff kind of panned out the way you planned? Is that something we could?
Nope.
All right.
No, because the teasing that we did, that wasn't a plan.
Right.
I was just like, I'm not a big tweeter.
Mm-hmm. You tweet a lot though.
Yeah, it seems like it, but I'm certainly not very verbal. It was just, big eyes. And then it took on a life of its own, and then we overplayed it way too long. Lesson learned. I'm happy to say that, we could have done better. Would it have been better to say nothing at all? Maybe. Maybe there'll be someday we try that too. Yeah. I think we are way more willing to take risks right now because a lot of them are working. Certainly they won't all work. Yeah. And that's an example of one that, didn't go so great.
I think it was definitely a risk to not do anything with it, like in regards to like announcements and things like that. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time at Plunderstorm. Obviously being time limited, people think about, where does it go after that? I think the announcement was recently that it ends on April 30th. Could we see any sort of version of Plunderstorm return or something similar potentially?
Sure. Yeah, one of the reasons why it's limited time is the design will not support a longer term.
Right.
So, we've got Renown 40. When you're done, for some people are like, please don't ever let me, I don't want to play that again. Mm-hmm. I got my mount. I'm good.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, that's a style for them to play now. It's a snackable piece of content that they can enjoy. So we're going to learn. We're going to do a lot of, retrospective on it, and see, really measure the player behavior and what worked, what didn't. Yeah. And then, it's certainly not impossible to see it come back again. That's kind of the point. Right? Yeah. That we can take these experiences, improve them, do a spin, and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess that's like an experimental team of sorts, right? I believe Orlando's involved with that and a few other people.
Now it's just real. It's a live team.
All right. They're not experimenting anymore. That's it.
Yeah, no, now it is Experiment. And they've got a giant list of crazy things they want to do. But yeah, it's Jeremy's team. Orlando is on that team.
Okay.
So, yeah. But when you ask that team, I spent time with that team and said, hey, your remit is go wackadoo.
Yeah.
And they're doing that.
Yeah. I guess bringing it back to the War Within, is there surprises that we could see during the War Within?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
You mean of the remix?
Yeah, obviously WoW remix.
Yes.
Yeah, things like that.
If it's working, and you'll see more of it.
The reception of remix has been extremely good. I loved it. I thought it was. I looked at this and I'm like, I want this to be leveling. So good.
Did you get in on the PTR?
Oh yeah, I was there. I did an extra evening stream because of the time difference, and it was fun. I loved it.
Really?
Because in essence, it's Chromie time, but it's kind of put on its head, and there's all this other things going on, and then at the end of the day, you still get a character out of it. You get that level 70, and it goes into the live game.
Yeah. Becomes part of your warband.
Exactly. Yeah. All those things you did during Pandaria are now gonna be in there, and I think experiments like that are exciting. And the reception was. I didn't see a lot of negative at all.
I know.
And I just think that's phenomenal.
After Plunderstorm.
Right.
We knew. I will say we knew.
Yeah.
We knew that it was going to be polarizing, but still, fun is fun. So for those people who find it fun. Yeah.